As I embarked as I embarked on my haunting journey to capture paranormal activity, I armed myself with a camera, a voice recorder, and a strong sense of curiosity. I had always been fascinated by the unexplained, the mysterious, and the supernatural. And now, I was determined to document and understand the paranormal occurrences that had been reported in a supposedly haunted house. As I entered the eerie abode, a chill ran down my spine. The air felt heavy with an indescribable energy, and the silence was deafening. I cautiously set up my equipment, making sure to cover every angle of the room. With each step, I couldn't help but feel the presence of something otherworldly. The first night was uneventful, with only the occasional creaking of the old wooden floors. But as the days went by, things started to change. Strange shadows danced across the walls, and unexplained whispers filled the air. Objects moved on their own, and cold spots materialized out of nowhere. It was as if the house itself was alive, breathing and pulsating with a hidden energy. With my camera always at the ready, I captured footage of these unexplained phenomena. Doors slamming shut, lights flickering, and mysterious orbs floating through the air became a regular occurrence. The more I documented, the more I realized that there was something truly paranormal happening in this house. But capturing the evidence was only the beginning. I wanted to understand the reasons behind these supernatural occurrences. I delved into the history of the house, researching any tragic events or dark secrets that could explain the hauntings. I discovered that a family had once lived here, and tragedy had struck when one of their children mysteriously vanished without a trace. Armed with this knowledge, I decided to conduct a seance in an attempt to communicate with the spirits that roamed the house. As I sat in the dimly lit room, surrounded by candles, I called out to the other side. And to my astonishment, I received responses. Faint whispers filled the room, answering my questions and confirming the existence of the paranormal. Throughout my journey, I encountered skeptics who dismissed my experiences as mere coincidence or imagination. But the evidence I had captured could not be ignored. The footage, the EVPs, electronic voice phenomena, and the personal encounters I had with the supernatural all pointed to a reality beyond what we can comprehend. My haunting journey had not only opened my eyes to the existence of the paranormal, but it had also deepened my understanding of the unexplained. It taught me that there is so much more to the world than what meets the eye, and that there are forces at play that we may never fully understand. As I concluded my investigation, I couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude for the opportunity to witness and document these paranormal activities. It was a reminder that there is still so much left to explore and discover in this vast, mysterious universe. And as I left the haunted house behind, I carried with me a newfound appreciation for the unknown and a burning desire to continue my pursuit of capturing paranormal activity. The more I delved into the world of the paranormal, the more I realized that my experiences were not mere coincidences or figments of my imagination. They were real, tangible occurrences that defied logical explanations. The evidence I had gathered was undeniable, and it left me with a lingering sense of awe and wonder. The footage I had captured during my investigations was particularly compelling. Shadows moving on their own, objects levitating, and unexplained apparitions appearing before my eyes. These were not tricks of the light or camera glitches. They were glimpses into a realm beyond our comprehension. But it wasn't just the visual evidence that left me convinced. The EVPs I recorded sent shivers down my spine. Faint whispers and voices that seemed to come from nowhere, speaking words that were both cryptic and haunting. These were not the product of imagination. They were messages from the other side, reaching out to communicate with the living. And then there were the personal encounters I had with the supernatural, the feeling of being watched, the sudden drops in temperature, and the unexplainable sensations that coursed through my body. These experiences were visceral, leaving me with no doubt that I was in the presence of something beyond our understanding. As I concluded my investigation, I couldn't help but reflect on the profound impact it had on me. It had shattered my preconceived notions of reality and opened my mind to the limitless possibilities of the unknown. I realized that there was so much more to the world than what we see with our eyes and perceive with our limited senses. My haunting journey had transformed me, not just as a paranormal investigator, but as a person. It had taught me humility, reminding me that there are forces at play in the universe that we may never fully comprehend. It had instilled in me a sense of wonder and curiosity, driving me to continue my pursuit of capturing paranormal activity and unraveling the mysteries that lie beyond our grasp. Leaving the haunted house behind, I carried with me a renewed appreciation for the unknown. I understood that there was still so much left to explore and discover in this vast, mysterious universe. And as I embarked on my next investigation, I did so with a sense of gratitude for the opportunity to witness and document these extraordinary phenomena. For those who dismissed my experiences as mere coincidence or imagination, I knew that they were missing out on a world of wonder and enchantment. The evidence I had captured, the EVPs I had recorded, and the personal encounters I had experienced were a testament to the existence of a reality that transcends our understanding. So, armed with my equipment and an insatiable curiosity, I ventured forth into the unknown, ready to embrace the unexplained and capture the elusive evidence that would continue to blur the line between the natural and the supernatural. My next investigation led me to an abandoned asylum that had long been rumored to be haunted. The dilapidated building stood as a reminder of a dark past, and its decaying walls seemed to hold the secrets of tortured souls. As I stepped inside, I could feel the heavy atmosphere weighing down on me, as if the very air was infused with the lingering energy of past traumas. I began my exploration, carefully navigating through the maze-like corridors, my senses heightened and my heart pounding in anticipation. The flickering shadows seemed to dance with an otherworldly presence, and the creaking floorboards echoed with each step I took. It was as if the spirits of the past were watching, waiting to reveal their stories to anyone willing to listen. Setting up my equipment, I prepared to capture any glimpses of the paranormal activity that might occur. The room fell into silence, and I focused my attention on the eerie stillness. Suddenly, a faint whisper echoed through the air. I quickly grabbed my recorder and held it up, hoping to capture the elusive voice. "Help me," the voice whispered, barely audible. My heart raced as I replayed the recording, confirming what I had just heard. The plea for help sent a shiver down my spine, igniting a deep desire within me to uncover the truth and provide solace to those lost souls. As I continued my investigation, I encountered more unexplained phenomena. Doors slammed shut on their own, cold gusts of wind brushed against my skin, and disembodied footsteps echoed through the empty hallways. Each experience fueled my determination to uncover the mysteries that lay beyond our grasp. Days turned into weeks, and I delved deeper into the history of the asylum. The stories of mistreatment, suffering, and tragedy became more apparent with each passing day. It became clear that the spirits trapped within these walls were desperately seeking closure, their restless energy yearning to be heard. Through my research and countless hours of documenting, I began to piece together the stories of the tormented souls that still wandered the asylum. Their voices grew louder, their presence more palpable. They shared their pain, their fears, and their longing for peace. Armed with this newfound knowledge, I reached out to paranormal experts and historians, hoping to shed light on the forgotten chapter of the asylum's history. Together, we worked to uncover the truth and bring closure to those restless spirits. In the end, our efforts paid off. With the help of mediums, we facilitated communication between the living and the dead, allowing the spirits to share their stories and find the peace they had longed for. It was a bittersweet moment as I witnessed the spirits' energy dissipate, their ethereal presence fading away. Leaving the asylum behind, I carried with me a profound sense of gratitude for the opportunity to witness such extraordinary phenomena. The mysteries that lie beyond our grasp will forever captivate my imagination, reminding me of the vastness and complexity of the universe we inhabit. As I continue my journey as a paranormal investigator, I do so with a renewed sense of purpose and a deep appreciation for the unknown. The haunted house was just the beginning, a mere glimpse into the vast realm of paranormal activity that exists all around us. And armed with my equipment and an insatiable curiosity, I am ready to embrace the unexplained, to capture the elusive evidence that will continue to blur the line between the natural and the supernatural. With each investigation, I delve deeper into the world of the paranormal, honing my skills and expanding my knowledge. As the darkness of night settled over the haunted forest, the air became thick with an eerie silence. The moon's feeble light struggled to penetrate the dense canopy of trees, casting long, sinister shadows on the forest floor. Fear gripped your heart, but you knew you had to press on if you were to survive the night. Armed with only a flashlight and your instincts, you cautiously stepped forward, your every movement accompanied by the crunching of fallen leaves underfoot. The forest seemed to come alive with unseen whispers and rustling branches, as if the spirits of the long-departed were watching your every move. Navigating through the twisted paths was no easy task. The trees seemed to shift and morph, playing tricks on your mind. But you remembered the advice you had received before embarking on this haunting journey. Trust your intuition and stay focused. As you ventured deeper into the forest, the temperature dropped drastically, sending shivers down your spine. Goosebumps appeared on your skin, and the hairs on the back of your neck stood on end. The forest seemed to be testing your resolve, attempting to scare you away. But you refused to be intimidated. You had come prepared mentally and physically, ready to face whatever paranormal encounters lie ahead. Your flashlight pierced through the darkness, illuminating the path before you. The eerie shadows danced around, as if mocking your presence. Suddenly, a bone-chilling howl echoed through the forest, causing your heart to skip a beat. You felt a presence, an otherworldly energy that made your skin crawl. The forest was alive, and it was watching you. Summoning your courage, you continued to forge ahead. You knew that the key to surviving the night in the haunted forest was to keep moving, to not give in to fear. The forest played tricks on your senses, distorting reality and blurring the line between what was real and what was supernatural. Time seemed to lose all meaning as you ventured deeper into the heart of the forest. The moon, now hidden behind a thick layer of clouds, offered no guidance. Every step was a leap of faith, as you relied solely on your instincts to guide you. Hours passed, and exhaustion began to take its toll. The forest seemed to grow denser, the trees closing in around you. Whispers filled the air, growing louder and more insistent. Shadows danced and swirled, threatening to swallow you whole. But just when you thought you couldn't go on any longer, a faint glimmer of light appeared through the trees. Hope surged through your veins as you quickened your pace, drawn towards the promise of safety. Emerging from the haunted forest, you collapsed onto the ground, gasping for breath. You had survived the night, conquering your fears and facing the unknown. The haunted forest had tested you, but you had prevailed. As you reflected on your haunting journey, you realized that surviving a night in the haunted forest was not just about physical endurance, but also about the strength of your spirit. You had learned to trust yourself, to face your fears head-on, and to find the courage to persevere. You knew that this experience would stay with you forever, a reminder that sometimes the scariest journeys can lead to the most profound personal growth. And as you looked back at the dark, foreboding forest, you couldn't help but feel a sense of pride in your accomplishment. With a renewed sense of strength and self-assurance, you slowly stood up and brushed the dirt off your clothes. The glimmer of light that had guided you out of the haunted forest now shone brightly, illuminating a path that led to an idyllic meadow. As you walked towards it, the weight of the night's ordeal began to lift from your shoulders. Arriving in the meadow, you found yourself surrounded by vibrant flowers and a gentle breeze that carried the sweet scent of nature. It was a stark contrast to the darkness and eeriness you had just left behind. In this tranquil space, you took a moment to reflect on the lessons you had learned. You realized that the haunted forest had been a metaphor for the challenges and uncertainties in life. It had tested your resilience, courage, and ability to navigate the unknown. The fear that had once consumed you had transformed into a source of inner strength. As you sat down on the soft grass, you marveled at the beauty of the meadow and the journey you had undertaken. It was then that you made a promise to yourself to carry the lessons learned from the haunted forest into your everyday life. From that day forward, you approached every challenge with the same determination and unwavering spirit that had guided you through the darkness. You embraced the unknown, knowing that it held the potential for growth and self-discovery. As you stood up and prepared to leave the meadow, you felt a sense of gratitude for the haunted forest. It had pushed you to your limits, but in doing so, it had also revealed your true potential. You knew that the experience would forever be etched in your memory as a reminder of your strength and resilience. With a final glance back at the haunted forest, you turned your back on it, ready to face the world with a newfound confidence. You knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, you would overcome them, just as you had conquered the haunted forest. And as you walked away, the haunting memories of the forest began to fade, replaced by the empowering knowledge that you were capable of overcoming any obstacle that came your way in the days that followed. You carried the lessons from the haunted forest with you in every aspect of your life. Whether it was tackling a difficult work project, navigating through personal relationships, or pursuing new hobbies, you approached each challenge with the same determination and unwavering spirit that had guided you through the darkness. You no longer feared the unknown, but rather embraced it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. You understood that stepping outside of your comfort zone was where true transformation happened. With this mindset, you found yourself taking on new experiences and pushing yourself further than ever before. As you faced each obstacle, you couldn't help but reflect on the journey through the haunted forest. It had tested your limits, pushed you to your breaking point, and yet, you had emerged stronger and more resilient. The memory of those dark and haunting moments served as a constant reminder of your own strength and ability to overcome. Gratitude filled your heart as you realized that the haunted forest had been a catalyst for your personal growth. It had shown you the depths of your own courage and resilience, and for that, you were thankful. It had taught you that even in the face of fear and uncertainty, you could find the strength within yourself to persevere. With each passing day, the haunting memories of the forest began to fade, replaced by a newfound confidence and belief in your own capabilities. You knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, you had what it took to overcome them. The haunted forest had become a part of your story, a testament to your ability to conquer the darkest of times. As you walked away from the meadow and the haunted forest behind you, you carried with you the empowering knowledge that you were capable of overcoming any obstacle that came your way. And as you faced the world with this newfound confidence, you were ready to embrace whatever challenges and opportunities came your way, knowing that you had the strength to conquer them all. You began to approach life with a sense of fearlessness, no longer allowing the shadows of doubt to hold you back. The lessons learned in the haunted forest had instilled in you a deep trust in your own intuition and instincts. You had discovered that sometimes the scariest paths led to the most rewarding destinations. With each step forward, you embraced new experiences and welcomed the unknown. You no longer feared the unfamiliar, but instead saw it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. You were no longer limited by the boundaries of your comfort zone, but instead, you thrived on pushing past them. The haunted forest had taught you the importance of resilience and adaptability. You understood that life was not always predictable, and that sometimes the unexpected could lead to the most profound transformations. You no longer crumbled under the weight of adversity, but instead, you faced it head-on with grace and determination. As you continued on your journey, you found yourself becoming a source of inspiration for others. Your story of triumph over fear and darkness resonated with those around you, reminding them of their own inner strength. You became a guiding light for those who were still navigating their own haunted forests, offering them reassurance that they too had the power to overcome. But amidst all the growth and transformation, you never forgot the lessons learned in the haunted forest. You carried them with you as a constant reminder of your own resilience and the depths of your courage. You knew that life would always present its challenges, but you were armed with the unwavering belief that you could conquer them all. As you walked away from the haunted forest, you couldn't help but feel a sense of gratitude. It had been a catalyst for your personal growth, a journey that had shaped you into the person you had become. The haunting memories had transformed into a source of empowerment, a testament to your ability to rise above the darkest of times. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose and a heart filled with gratitude, you continued on your path, ready to embrace whatever challenges and opportunities the world had in store for you. The haunted forest would forever be a part of your story, a reminder of the strength that lay within you. As you ventured further away from the haunted forest, your steps